Good morning, this is my Schamanen-Orakel reading. Today is Thursday and I'm finishing up reading for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. And this reading here is for Aquarius. Welcome Aquarius. I'm using 6 card decks and the reading starts with the Wild Unknown Archetypes card. Out for you came the River. And the river is the stream, is the flow, and is the current. There is a reason that so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is a forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control, and the river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we had planned to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. And once the tears they have passed, we see ourselves as we have not seen us before, with a little more lightness, more grace, and fluidity. So keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. So may you drink in the sight of your true self. You can only resist the river for so long is the message. Eventually it will pull you toward change. So you may as well get in with style and grace. The river is emotion. When you are in its currents, you will know it by the bursting force of tears, laughter, song, despair. All the emotions, they flow in the current of the river. Das Schamanen-Orakel gave you the card Spirale. And the spiral is an important sign and found in all cultures around the world. Spirals, they were used by early societies to communicate with others through paintings in caves, on mountains, on clay potted vessels, and even on fields by planting seeds in the form of spirals. So the spiral is also a magical symbol for the shamans. They use them to symbolize that a spiral is life itself, since we find spirals everywhere in nature, in the cosmos, in form of a spiral fork in the galaxies, or on seashells, fingerprints, tree stems, or on animal tracks. Even tornadoes, they are huge and powerful spirals full of energy. So what is the message here when getting this card? It's mainly that you should be motivated to move forward, learn new things, and dance through life, but do not go in circles. Instead, climb a tree or a mountain or some other high place to gain a better perspective. Do not rely on the same old experiences and instead try out new things. It is said that you cannot step twice into the same body of water, and you should not repeat the same old patterns in order to gain a new viewpoint. So, with regards to relationships, always be aware that they need time to develop. So, patience is needed when you are looking for the new after leaving the old. The new does not always mean to completely leave the old behind. Sometimes to get a new look on things and breathing new life into an old relationship will or can do wonders. So a spiral is an ever ongoing symbol. It is a kind of hope for continuation and connection of all life forms, human beings, animals, plants, and even stones, all there is and all there ever was. The spiral is a DNA itself, and to understand that better, look at a cut down tree and the DNA of that tree. It looks the same or much like a fingerprint. This Leonardo da Vinci already knew as the secret of life, connecting everything with each other as the great mystery of life. It is a beautiful wisdom that all living beings are connected forever. There is a medicine aspect to the card. So maybe paint your own spiral, says the suggestion, or get a picture of one spiral that speaks to you, and then place that picture in your house or your place of business and get inspired by looking at it. What association or interpretation are you getting when you look at your spiral? Get inspired when looking at it, and then be aware that you are an important part of the whole of the universe, linked to all other life forms eternally. I think that's a wonderful thought, that we are all eternally linked to each other and to everything there is and there was. So, the Moon and Stars Tarot card is the Empress. And the Empress, she is the mother, the beauty, the femininity, the excess, the fertility, the selfishness, and the luxury. The Empress is the mother, and she sits on top of Saturn, the planet of agriculture, as she represents growth and fertility. Her beauty and her feminine power are illuminated by the full moon here on the card. Crops, they grow fruitfully from her hair as she sits in perfect celebration of being and of peak energy, and she nurtures and brings joyful wonder to all those around her, and the meaning is nourishment. The Empress brings you closer to nature, so the card can also predict motherhood for some of you, and always also fertility. Overall, relationships with family and friends might flourish under the presence of her even more. She is connected to nurturing the loved ones, and equally the loved ones, they give her love back in return. The Empress can also represent a female influence in a reading. She brings new ideas, inspiring creative projects as money is managed well and flows through stability. Financial growth is also on the cards for some, so the card reminds us that we are not alone. There is a star message: appreciate what you have and keep nurturing what you want to see grow. And say this moon magic affirmation: I am in touch with my femininity. The Mythic Goddess Tarot card is the Four of Swords. It's about peace, sanctuary, and recovery. The meaning is recuperation. The Four of Swords is a moment of rest. It seems like you may have been overdoing things. You have endured certain obstacles and losses, but now is the time to retreat and to rejuvenate. You will be ready to go forth into the world soon enough. Perhaps you have been licking your wounds after a romance or a relationship strife, or maybe work has been pushing you to your limits. You must take the time to pause and surrender to rest and relax. Of course, there may be new challenges to come. That is life after all. But now it's time for some nurturing. Be kind to yourself. You will come out stronger than before. And you have been pushing to the limits. Yeah, I have been pushing to the limits, doing this channel here, having not many admirers for the work I'm doing. But that is okay. I like to say today 4 times. I do it for the fun of it. I enjoy it. It's for myself I'm doing it mainly. So then it is okay, I guess. The Medicine Woman card is the next card, and it is Interconnection. And Interconnection says, I bring you the medicine of togetherness. Yeah, that's always good. The message is, I am a keeper of the interconnection between different realms. I know the magic that connects us all, the plants, the minerals, the animals, and us humans. Each takes their place in the great circle of life, and great harmony depends on our awareness of this link. So the spirits are everywhere, and we, the seen and unseen, we have the ability to converse together. All is in the wheel. We all carry a part of the great sacred dream. We are all connected. I come to you to revive your deep affinity for friendliness, sharing, and encounters. True jubilation is to be found in togetherness. And Satish Kumar says, it is by becoming aware of our interconnection with nature and other species that we will be able to face environmental challenges and build a viable future. And the guidance of the card here is that the time has come to move from the T to, no, what am I doing? The time has come to move from the I to the V. I cannot see very well. From the I to the V, the medicine woman of interconnection invites you to be more aware of our interconnections with nature, plants, minerals, and animals. So feel, communicate, and ritualize, and do this with humans as well. Develop knowledge to reinvent your collective ties and make them more cooperative and communal. You may have experienced disappointments in your relationships, so move beyond this pitfall. Find your allies. They are all around you, making the world a better place for you and for other species. Now comes the awaken your medicine. Connect to this archetype and set the foundations for deep ecology by re-establishing an exceptional dialogue with the world around you. And do this, open your ritual space. Ask yourself, how do I create relationships with life, with nature? Then choose one of your own plants, or a tree in the forest, or your cat. Funny that a cat is mentioned here, because I am a cat person and I have had cats, but well, they got old and they died. So I can choose one of my own plants and a tree in the forest, but no longer can I choose my cat. Take a moment to be silent and then listen. Become aware that you share the same air, the same sun, and the same water. What can you do for them? Water them, hug them, and play with them. Observe what this awareness changes in your own behavior, and then do the same thing with a person close to you. Take this time with no other motive than the encounter. By developing a considerate relationship with your immediate environment, you are the new weaver of this world of ties between the species, a key to the conservation of biodiversity. And last card is the Gates of Triumph from the Sacred Traveler deck. It says success expands in your life. The card's meaning is that the gates of triumph, they are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Inner and outer success is coming your way. Thriving is a state of mind, so accept that you can reach any goal you desire, and even more victories will expand in your life. The more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, arriving in a foreign hamlet, wreaths of flowers are placed around the Sacred Traveler's shoulders, and the townspeople celebrate and honor the traveler. The village elders know the challenges faced and overcome, and they are welcoming you with open arms. If a situation knocks you over, get up and brush yourself off and discover what you have learned. You are not a failure if you fall down, only if you stay down. So keep going and believe in yourself. This is what true success is. Acknowledge your accomplishments in life. They are more than you can imagine. Victory, good fortune, and triumph are at hand. That was the reading for all Aquarians. I hope you liked it. I thank you for listening. Wishing you a most wonderful day today. Wishing you a rest of a good week. Take care and goodbye.